It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we'll get to see the Eagles' sure-handed wide receiver. He was an absolute force out there a week ago, torching defenders in a historic performance. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Back to throw. Albright. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And it's 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Washington going to send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Gets around him. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 64 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they made some slight adjustments how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. throwing, Jones. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now Jones. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
On 2nd down now, Gay. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Gay, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Second and 11 now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up the 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because the season,
after 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Gay. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, but I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that leads completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Over the middle complete. It's Smith. On 1st down, Gay. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott Good with a PA.
Ready up. Drill 52.
Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On the set.
Jones off the play fake. He finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Now Jones, off play action. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change. So I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Off the play fake. Jones. Going up top. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Jones now on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Jones. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visit. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10.
On the double.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 44, Jones. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 30. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick. They'll go. It's Gibson. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Jones throw there taken in by Smith. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it is 42-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the for a touchback. The Commanders' offense set to take over. The disparity in Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. He finds his man complete. That's Daniels. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Ready, break. Ready?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Jones on the move to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Nicholson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. On 3rd down, Gay. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. And Daniels has it over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL. It's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off-play action. Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Nicholson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. From the 27, Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, and he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll look to throw again and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Eagles, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.